Oh god, hearing that music is like a breath of fresh air after being stuck in the dank stink of garbage for so fucking long. Oh, okay. Yeah, I decided to go right into Battle Network.
Whoa, how long has it been, huh? I was about to go see what Lamb was up to.
Okay, yeah. So, I've already played a little bit of this one as Mega Man decided to out me for just now. Um, but it's been a while, and I will be starting a new game from scratch. Because yes, I actually like the Battle Network games, and I like the Star Force games, and it's so nice to be going into this knowing that I like this. What the fuck is my goddamn YouTube app doing? There, Jesus. Um, in fact, I never bought the the DLC for the hub style skin, but I did buy it just now for to like celebrate. Oh God, feels so good. Feels so good to be here. Like in silent mode. Here, what do you have to say, Mega Man?
Want more chips? Try trading online. Someone's bound to have the chips you're looking for.
Thanks, bud.
I'll boot up the gallery.
Thank you. Um,
Booting up.
Now the problem is there's a yeah, grants you base F but can only be used once. I used it in my previous playthrough. I don't know if I start a new game if it will like let me do it. Oh, gate. Okay. Yeah. I'm now realizing because of X that like gate is a guy. Gospel, yeah. Hey, my dude punk. Okay, so
Okay.
I'll bother to take a look at the trophies now so that you can see what I'd already done in my previous playthrough. Um, use them if you got them, use download chip. Like I said, I used base chip Mega Man Battle Network 1 previously. I don't know if it'll let me do it again. I've listened to music from every one of the games. I've played 100 battles. I've earned an S rank. I've done Program Advance. I beat Woodman in Battle Network 1, and I found this guy's dentures for like a mini side quest type thing. I have not gotten any of these other trophies. So, I haven't done a whole lot. So, do not worry about that.
Booting up.
The music in these games are so goated. In case you were wondering, they are in fact goated. Ooh, hang on. Special songs. Ah, that's so sick. Ah, right, and this is the, yeah. Like, really? Alright. Anyway, um, let's street
Okay.
data, events, merchandise, more. Okay, yeah. Let's look at some of this stuff. Okay, so this is for Operation Shooting Star, the crossover between Battle Network and Star Force that they never brought to America. And even though they're doing these legacy collections and they're showing this, they don't let us play it still. What the fuck, guys? More Operation Shooting Star artwork. It's so fucking cool. God, I wish we got to play it. There's Proto Man and Base and 2 Mega Mans. Artwork with right. Okay, so Operate Shooting Star takes place during like Battle Network 1 era, which is why he has that PET. He only had that PET for, I believe, Battle Networks 1 and 2. And he switched to the advanced PET, the one from like the anime, in Battle Network 3. There's my boy Geo. Again, this is Geo from Star Force 3. Because he's got like a normal Mega Buster arm and not a Megasys's head. Right. That's, is it Clockman? Yeah. Clockman.exe. Golden Mr. Prague. This is from Battleship Challenge. Okay. Right, and there's the girl that has Ring. Oh, and there's Ring. And then does that boy have... Who does he have? Does he have like Nitro Man or some shit? I can't remember. Kai Todoroki, right. And Mary Toa. Yeah, there's Turbo Man. And Ring, which is, Ring Man. But not a man in this. Network Transmission, the GameCube game where you fight Zero.exe. Very cool. 3. Serenade. Oh my god, she's got Mr. Prague slippers. That's cool. Oh, he's got a little pin in the backpack. Yeah, okay, so again, Mega Man Classic, when they were pitching it, one of the names that they were originally going for was Rainbow Miracle. No, it was like Rainbow Warrior Miracle Kid, Battle Kid, or some shit like that. But because, every time he copies a weapon, he changes color. But like, they rarely went in with Battle Network for changing his color and design elements and everything, with his like form changes that he goes through. Wow, that's really funny. Classic sprite art, but it is of the Battle Network characters. And again, that panda crossover that's happening, it is very cute. She's wearing a Mega Man shirt. Panda Gospel. Oh man. Oh, I'm already having such a April Fool's art. Damn, they went in for some real good shit for April Fool's. Oh, and oh. Virus art. Wow, that metal, whatever you want to call it, looks so fucking menacing. Um, I'm already having a great time. I'm so glad to be back here. Huh. That's actual Reploid Iris. Not Iris from Battle Network series. Is that Bandman, I think? 10th anniversary art. Concept art 1. Oh my god. Design proposal. Wow, look at that early version of Land. Showing off the PT. Hey. This is my world. Is that Wily's logo? An early version of it. Oh, and is that supposed to be Wily? Color Man, or whatever the fuck he's called in this. That's Miss Marty's sister. Battle Network Team homepage art 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one's really cool. This is the visual for the entire Legacy collection. Here's for Volume 1, which we're currently doing.
Understood.
Let's look at the art gallery. The regular art gallery. So this one is per game. So let's see all the Battle Network ones. It's the box art. Very cool. Oh my god. Look. Look. He's got aura. What do you want? It's the concept art. Artworks of Land. Yeah. I do hate this design. I'm glad they changed to this. Okay. Her name is clearly supposed to be male. Like, okay. Land's name is an internet reference, you know, like a LAN party. But in Japanese, his name is Neto. Like, net. Kind of a, you know, a forte to bass, gospel to treble situation. Like, why did they change his musical reference name to a different musical reference? Why did they change his internet reference name to a different internet reference? He went from net to LAN. Well, she's supposed to be male, but because in Japan they pronounce her name Mayuru, which, again, is how they would say male. But that means in the anime, they pronounce her name Mailu. But there's no U. So I'm not going to call her Mailu. She's male. Despite what NT Warrior propaganda wants to tell me. Not a fan of the middle one, but I don't mind the right one for band design. Here's Dex, which I don't know, like, the only Dexes I know of are like Pokedex, Rolodex, so like collections of information. That or like Dexter, but this dude ain't no fucking Dexter. So I assume that that's also some sort of, you know, Yai. I don't know what Yai is supposed to be. I do know she is based off of a Mega Man Legends NPC. And, okay, I do love that bottom one. Really funny. And I do know that her Navi, Glide, is also based on a Legends villain, Glide. Or specifically, I think he's from the Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Okay, look at the parents. We got Chad, however you would say his name. Not calling him Eugene. His last name means hot, which is very funny because he's one of the coolest characters. And I don't mean that as in, like, badass. I mean that, like, aloof. Sal. She is an environmentalist slash, I think, briefly an eco-terrorist, if I recall correctly. Masa, he's fish seller, and also like a part-time superhero, like a great Saiyaman type shit. She's like a fortune teller, like a tarot card using crystal ball, using like spooky witch girl, which I'm into. Yuichiro Hikari is Lamb's dad, the creator of Mega Man, and the son of Thomas Hikari, also known as Thomas Light. Right. If you didn't know, this is an alternate timeline. In this timeline, Thomas Light moved from America to Japan. Some of this is speculative, but it's mostly confirmed, right? Thomas Light moved from America to Japan, changed his last name to Hikari, which is the Japanese word for light. Met someone, had a kid. Because he had a child, he did not feel the need to get into robotics to learn how to build children for himself. Because in the original timeline, he builds rock and roll. Well, first he builds Proto Man. Proto Man runs away, so then he builds rock and roll to be his children. But in this, he has Yuichiro. So he instead gets into AI, and he winds up developing, the net and net nabbies. Haruka Hikari, she's fine. Gio's mom is hotter. Hey, there's the guy, Tadashi Hikari, which again is this timeline's version of Thomas Light. Miss Mari, she's cute. We got Mr. Match. He will be around for this entire goddamn series, one way or another. Higsby, not the biggest fan of this dude, but whatever. Floyd. Oh, okay. Maddie. Maddie is a baddie. Lots of swimsuit appearances of her from the anime helped to inform that decision. Count Zap. Yeah, oops. Definitely racist, but, Okay, and here's Wily. This version of Wily is way more imposing than Wily from the classic series. Yeah, we got Mega Man. I like that he gets the little face mask. It's very cool. This is a abandoned design where he actually got plugged in and shit. Oh, they wound up using this design for Star Force, partially. That's neat. Here's Roll. In this, she is notably not Mega Man's sister. She is Mega Man's love interest. Spoiler alert, I guess, for the series, Lan and Mail get together and they have a child. And their child uses the child of Mega Man and Roll as a NetNab. Very strange concept, but Mega Man's like half human, so I guess. Guts Man. Very cool. Here's Glide. I don't think we ever see Glide fight. It's reported that he's a skilled battler, but we never see it. We see everybody else fight. We see Gutsman fight. We see Roll fight. Every single, but not Glide. So we just have to. It would be really funny if, like, Yai, because she's rich, is just paying everyone to say that Glide is a good fighter, like a Logan Paul situation, right? Like just buying fake victories. Here's Proto Man, and he's so fucking cool. The one thing that bothers me is that apparently, according to like officials, that is not hair. Navis do not have hair. That is just like a big like plastic piece or some shit that looks like long white hair. It's like, okay, at least with Roll, that thing, that like fake long ponytail coming out of the back, that looks fake. That doesn't look like hair. It's flat and it's segmented. It looks stylistic. This looks like it's supposed to be hair. I mean, sure, it's got the plasticky shine to it, but it just bothers me, the idea that he's just got a big plastic lump hanging off the back of his head. Oh, I've never seen the full mask. That's so cool. Well, I've looked at this art before, so I probably have seen it, but I don't remember it. Ooh, green hair. Ooh, get that shit out. That is bad. Ooh, what the fuck? That doesn't even look like him, dude. Why would they do that? There's Woodman. The fucking freak that he is. Sharkman. Skullman. Okay. People say they hate this version of Skullman compared to the original Skullman. Look, he looks like a freak, and that's great. I love it. I love how weird and gangly and different he looks. It's fun. It's fun that you don't need every character to just look like a guy wearing armor. These are computer programs. They can look non-human. Let them look non-human. Fireman. In the NT Warrior anime, for some reason they changed the name of a lot of these characters, and in NT Warrior they changed his name to Torchman. He's not fucking Torchman, he's Fireman. I have to assume maybe they changed his name because they thought stupid little kids would think he's like a fireman, like he fights fires. It's like, no, he uses fire. Number Man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Stone Man, I believe? Yeah. Fucking Dex in that image. You got games on your phone? Iceman. Again, he looks cuter and doofier than the original Iceman, but I like him. He's just a little guy. Okay, what? So he is Color Man. So, okay, here's the thing. The original Mega Man series, Mega Man Classic, has a Clown Man and also a Circus Man, right? Or, well, I know later there would be a Bounce Man who has, like, the ball in his butt kind of thing going on, but, like, he was made later. But, like, okay, so, yeah, okay, there's a Clown Man, at the very least. I know that. That was made before this. This guy is not Clown Man. He's Color Man. And they do make another Clown Navi in Battle Network 6, who is also not Clown Man. He's Circus Man. So what? I don't... I don't get it. I don't understand the logic behind that. Jesus Christ. Elect Man. He looks so fucking cool. I love this design. Tesla coils on his back. Like, the like, vacant expression. Mega Man over there. It's just really good. His Bomb Man, right? Yeah. Honestly, big blow up. I do like this version of Bomb Man. Okay. Magic Man. Now, there is a Magic Man in Mega Man and Base. But this Magic Man is not based on that Magic Man. He was originally going to be called Wizard Man, I think. And then they changed his name last minute to Magic Man to be a reference. But, whatever. Ugh. Okay, this is the Life Virus. It's going to be the final boss I'll have to deal with. I've never actually gotten to the Life Virus. I've never beaten Battle Network 1. Yeah, Shadow Man. So much cooler than his Mega Man 3 design. It's so clean. Pharaoh Man. On the one hand, classic Pharaoh Man looks cooler. But again, I'm just a fan of them not trying to make all of these guys look cool so much as make them all look distinct and unique. And having him be a sarcophagus, where his arms are like floating appendages, is really cool. So I do like this. And Base. Look, classic Base talks a lot of shit, does not have the aura to back up the shit he's constantly talking. Him merging with Treble, or Gospel, if you want to call him that, become Super Bass is really cool. But he's just not that guy. This version of Bass is that guy. And it was as simple as throw on a cloak, which, again, they wanted to be specific that no fabric or hair exists for Navis. Like Proto Man has big stupid gray plastic hair and all that shit. But they did do fabric just for Base. He's wearing this cloak to cover his like scarred up body. Covering him with the cloak, having him float around, having him only appear once in a while during very intense scenes, and he doesn't talk much, and he kills guys that you couldn't even visibly damage. This is that guy. This version of Base is so much cooler and so much more intimidating. Is that a design they had for Base? Ooh. Thought they didn't do that. Mr. Krog. Corrupted Mr. Krog. Okay, they call this dog Rush, even though he's nothing like Rush. Just because he's a dog, Rush was a dog. That's another reference they can make. Oh, the monkey. Oh my god. Okay, so the basically one-for-one translation from the monkey from Mega Man Legends. What the fuck is that one in the middle row, third from the left? Actually, who are both of them on the right? In fact, who the fuck are the people on the bottom? I recognize like every other headshot, even the stupid kid in the middle left. Like, yeah, I've seen him in the games, but yeah. Who the fuck? Hold on. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? I know you two. Is that a version of Yahoo that was less racist? And they abandoned that for the more racist one. Amazing. Who are you? Who are you? What the fuck? Who are these people, dude? The PT design. Overly complicated. I do not like this version of PT. I mean, it has a keyboard. That's nice. That seems like more functional than just a few buttons. Battle chips. I do think the concept of battle chips is really funny. Oh, height chart. Yai, Dex, Land. Wait, these aren't in proper order. Yai is obviously the shortest. Then it looks like it's Lan is shorter than male and child? What the fuck? I thought Lan was taller than child at the very least. I guess he just seems that way because of his stupid spiky hair. Okay. So it goes Yai, then Lan, then male, then child, then Dex, then Miss Mari, then Haruka, then Masa, then Match. Oh no, sorry. Haruka, then Wily, then Masa, then Match, then Yuichiro. Oh, we got more. Count Zap is actually the tallest. Relative heights for the Navis is funny too. Mega Man's taller than Roll by a little bit. Also, Gutsman is not that much bigger than Mega Man. In NT Warrior, they made him look massive compared to Mega Man, at least in Episode 1. All their emblems. So it's Mega Man, Roll, Gutsman, Proto Man. Is that Baseman? Oh, fuck. Oh. Or is that Glide? Down there, probably Number Man. It's a right angle triangle. Fireman, that's Naruto. Uzumaki, I don't. Color Man, Elect Man. It's just a circle. I think that's Skull. No, that's Skullman. Who is that one then? Oh. I don't know who that is. That seems familiar, but I don't know. Sharkman. Oh, the orange spiral is Woodman. That was definitely Bomb Man. Oh, Shadow Man. It's a Caltrop, right? It's a fucking Mitsubishi logo or whatever. Alright. That's it. I actually need to eat something real quick. I have some Pop-Tarts here. Kind of forgot that I should feed myself between streams. This probably won't be a long stream. This will be just to introduce Battle Network.
You can connect with a net battler on the other side of the planet whenever you want. Cyber Society sure is something.
Sure is. Alright. So, the question becomes, do I want Buster Max on? I've been cheating for all the other games. I could get through this one without cheating, but I also know this first Battle Network game is just not as good.
Who called quiz? It's quiz
just to get through it more quickly, so I'm not spending too much time on this game. I probably will go ahead and turn Buster Max on.
We got this!
Okay. Lan, wake up. If you don't get up, you'll be late for school. I'm going to try and do this playthrough without a walkthrough. So, it's going to be imperfect. I'm going to miss a bunch of stuff, but them's the breaks. PET Net News. World 3 crime on the rise. By the way, anytime you see WWW, the organization is actually called World 3. That's just how they write it out. I don't know why. First time playing Mega Man Battle Network 3, I definitely just called them WWW. It says the World 3 plan to control the net might be starting. Sleep. You've got mail from Dad, too. Look. Hmm. Um, this game does just kind of throw us into the story. In case there's anyone watching this who's never played these games, never seen the Anti-Warrior anime, does not know the premise, to lay it out for you real quick. This is a world where everybody has a personal terminal or a PET. It is a handheld device that basically functions like our smartphones, right? Like you can check email, surf the web, all that stuff. They can also interface with pretty much any piece of technology. So again, similar to our modern smartphones. But every PET has a net navigator or a net navi or just a navi for short. A lot of people have generic navis, which are just like you can buy them from the store. But everyone who's anyone has a custom navi. You either program them yourself or you get somebody who can program to do it for you. And your NetNavi, they're a personal assistant. They're an AI that will help keep you on track. Like Mega Man is currently trying to wake Lan up to get him to go to school, since Lan has a bad habit of not being prompt with that. Um, Lied acts like a butler because yeah, he is rich. Gutsman is a big old meathead who he's not particularly good at helping Dex with a lot of things, but he's mainly just there to be muscle. Roll is like a gal pal. So like everyone's relationship with their Navi is different, but it it is in our modern society, it is incredibly ineffectual and very funny to imagine the way that they imagined these things would work back in the year 2001. To send an email, as an example, they show this in the Anti-Warrior anime. Dex wants to send an email to Mail asking her out on a date. What happens is Dex either composes the email or he just tells Gutsman. Gutsman transmits from Dex's PET onto the net, where he goes to Mail's homepage. He then Gutsman tells Roll Dex wants to ask Mail out on a date. And Roll's like, ew, that's gross. She'll never say yes. And she relays it to Mail, who then is like, no. And then Roll has to tell Gutsman she said no. And Gutsman has to go back to Dex's PET and be like, she said no. That's how an exchange of emails works. And theoretically, because they're, computer programs, they're moving super fast. So the travel time is negligible. But when you're playing these games, you go into cyberspace as these net navies, as Mega Man, and you physically travel through cyberspace. And it just feels ineffectual and slow. But yes, Land's net navi is Mega Man. And we will find out more info about the creation of Mega Man later, so I won't get into it right now. But he's a custom net navi built by his father. His father is like the world's leading authority on net navis because he is the son of the man who made net navis, Tadashi Akari. Lan is a 5th grader, so he's like 10. And yet, for some reason, he is, I guess just because he's the grandson of, Thomas Light, Tadashi Akari, he's just like super skilled net battler. He's like the best in the school. And the world will rely on him quite a lot. I believe he is going to remain 10 years old and in 5th grade throughout Battle Networks 1 through 5, which means that everything that happens in those games takes place in 1 year, which is fucking insane. And then Battle Network 6, he goes in 6th grade, which is still elementary school for Japan. Elementary school ends at 5th grade here in America, but in Japan it includes 6th grade. And middle school is 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. And then high school is just 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. We have 9th grade in high school and 6th, 7th, and 8th grade in middle school. And so it's different. A lot of people don't realize that a first year in high school in Japan is a year older than a freshman in high school in America. Sorry I couldn't get off work Sunday. I'll be home soon. Here's a present for you, it says. There's some battle chip data attached. Yawn. I was just having a great dream, too. I'll expand the chip data, so check your PET later, okay? That's not your PET. Well, I know, I was just looking at my computer. Fuck. Then got his PET. Press options to see chip data and read mail. Lan got an AI navigation program, Megaman.exe. Lan, good morning. Morning, Mega Man. If you need to talk to me, just push L1. Okay, let's get to school. Lan, check your mail again. Hurry, let's get to school. Already read these. Crossgun C. Alright. So, in this game, there's a bunch of battle chips, and you can collect them as you play. And in this one, they indicate the rarity with these stars. They go up to 5-star rarity. I don't think this game, in later games, they will have chip classes. There'll be regular chips, mega chips, and giga chips. I'm pretty sure. And mega chips are blue, and they're rarer and better. A lot of them are Navi chips. So like as an example, roll. You'll get the roll chip from mail or roll. Sometimes it's like story-based, sometimes it's from doing certain quests for people, or sometimes it's from eating a Navi in battle. If you fight like Woodman and you do a good enough job, you'll get the Woodman chip, right? And then when you use that in battle, Mega Man disappears, it summons in that Navi for a single attack, and they attack the enemies, and then they disappear and return to Mega Man, and it's like time freezes during that moment. So it's just like a super attack. It's really cool. And then Giga Chips are like ultra super rare. Some of them are like the strongest versions of a Navi chip, but they're usually like enormous fucking attacks, and I think you can only have like one Giga Chip in your folder or something like that, I don't know. And I think it's like 5 Mega Chips. And your folder has 30 chips in it. Here's what we've currently got in the library, which means I already own all of these. Cannon. Cannon's just like a good strong attack, deals 40 damage. That's what the 40 means. Like Gray Slash means that there's no element. There are elements in these games, and they work on the rock, paper, scissors type system that like using boss weaknesses in previous games did. Your fire, aqua, wood, and elect. Aqua beats fire, fire beats wood beats elect beats aqua. Simple enough. Shotgun. I find that the descriptions on these battle chips, because the boxes are so small, because again, this was a Game Boy game, small screen, the descriptions are not always very good. But I will explain what they do. Cannon, it just does a normal shot that does 40 damage. Shotgun does 30 damage, but it also hits the panel behind the enemy that you hit. Because we're going to be on a 3x6 grid. And of those 18 spaces, 9 spaces are for Mega Man to move around, and 9 spaces are for the enemies. And you'll see it. You'll see. But yeah, Shotgun blasts through the enemy and hits the panel behind them. Crossgun hits all 4 panels diagonal from the enemy, and you can sort of see in the image what that looks like. Mini bomb, you throw a bomb 3 spaces in front of you, like a grenade, and it does 50 damage. Sword, it hits right in front of you, does 80 damage. Wide sword, it hits the entire column in front of you. So like I said, it's 3x6, 3 spaces directly in front of Mega Man, up top, in the middle, and down low. Slashes all of them. X panel 1, you see this is a 2-star rarity. It erases 1 panel in front of you. If no one's standing on it, it makes a hole, like the sea bear, which can be useful because some attacks are like ground based. So like that Metar, he does like a ground shockwave. Ground shockwave will stop at a hole, and if you use it on a space where an enemy is, I don't believe it makes a hole. Instead, it just damages them. Recovery 10 heals you for 10 HP. Easy enough. Steal lets you take a column from the enemy space and add it to your own. So you then have 12 spaces while the enemies only have 8. That's not math. Wait. You have 12 spaces while the enemies only have 6. I don't know why I said 8. Sorry about that. Escape a chip. I think that's only in this game. Or maybe it's... I'm going to say things only happen in this game, with the caveat that maybe they also happen in Mega Man Battle Network 2, because I haven't played 2. But you have to use this chip to escape from battle, which I don't think is necessary in future games. And that's it. So my folder is 4 cannons, 4 shotguns, 4 cross guns, 4 mini bombs, 4 swords, 1 wide sword, 2 X panel 1s, 5 recovery 10s. Jesus. Okay. Okay, so I guess the 4 chip limit doesn't exist yet. They limit you to 4 of the same chip in later games. 1 steal, 1 escape. You also notice that these have letters. Cannon A and Cannon B, they both do the same thing, but if you have multiple different kinds of chips that share a code, so like Sword and Wide Sword are both code S, so I could use them both during the same turn. Or you can use multiple swords. Like, okay, as an example, I can use Cannon A and Cannon B because they're both cannons. Or I could do Sword S and Wide Sword S because they're both code S. It's like Uno, where you have to match either the color or the number. With this, you have to match the exact chip type or match the code. I can use a cross panel 1L and a recovery 10L. And a mini bomb L in the same turn. And sometimes you can do program advances by having the right combinations. Once I get Cannon C, I could do Cannon A, Cannon B, and Cannon C, and the chips will merge into Life Cannon, I believe. I'll replace one of my crossgun J's with crossgun C, so I have some more options. This is my status. Download chip. Load this download chip. Hey, okay, I can use it again. Nice. I now have access to base F. I mean, I'll put it in, but I probably won't use it right away. I'll get rid of one of my 5 recovery 10s. No, that's in there in case I ever need it. Attack level 1, rapid level 1, charge level 1, HP 100, Mega Man overall level 1. He ain't shit yet, but he will be. Attack PBT. Oh, yeah. I can net battle, trade and stuff. I do think it's cool that they added this option, but I will not be doing that. Okay, probably not going to play too much, but because I am very hungry, and I just had a couple Pop-Tarts to tide me over, but probably gonna need to stop soon. Morning, Lan. Morning, Mom. Breakfast is on the table. You have time to eat? I do, because if I eat... Aunt Lan eats a hurried breakfast. Yum. Lan found a chip under the plate. Then got a chip for Recovery Tin A. Absolutely did not fucking need that, but... it is what it is. No, I'll be late. What do you mean, you? Aren't you just a housewife? I don't think she has a job. Which, like, granted, her husband is one of the top scientists in the world. His paycheck better be able to take care of a wife and child. Lan, you're late. Uh-oh. Mail looks grumpy. No one asked you to wait for me. Did you just say something? Come on, let's go. Why do we always have to walk to school together? Oh, Lan. Silly, because we've always got so much to talk about. She means she's got a lot to talk about. You just listen. Quiet. Have you heard about the oven accidents? People's ovens have been spitting fire all of a sudden. I bet it's another World 3 virus on loose. You're just imagining things. Maybe. Well, here we are. Let's get to class. Morning, Lan. Dex was looking for you. He's too big to be in elementary school, you know? Scary. Bigot. You wish to ask moi, Madame Yai, herself, about PET? Sure, yeah, tell me. Curiosity is a virtue. Okay, listen up good. I don't like the sprite, or the picture they chose for her headshot. It makes her look way uglier, whereas, like, her official art, she looks way cuter. PET is short for personal terminal. It's a portable link to the neck, see? Kinda like a cell phone that does a whole lot more. Well, back in 2001 that was true, yes. You can send mail, use electronic money, and read textbooks. The Navi program inside helps if you have a problem. This is... okay. Since we're talking about the comparison to real-world technology, I've seen people try and be like, this predicted ChatGPT. And, no the fuck it did. Real-world generative AI is stupid shit that gives you fake information and causes psychosis in people. Also, it relies on data centers that are using up all our water, polluting all of our water. It's stealing the work from people without permission. It's a fucking nightmare. Modern generative AI is being pushed onto us by millionaires and billionaires who want to create an industry where they can profit off of. It is not being pushed because it's a genuinely good thing. And I'm not someone who's anti-automation. I believe automation is the future. Anyone who's like, oh, but those kiosks, they're taking your jobs. Good. That's a good thing. The less people have to work, the better. The ideal future is one where every work-related necessity is automated, and so no one has to work. And because everything is, like, taken care of, hopefully we abolish capitalism by this point, too. So, like, you know, food and shelter are taken care of, so everyone just gets food and shelter, and they don't need a job to pay for it. And everyone can focus on, like, arts and socializing and, like, games and good things in life. The problem with generative AI is that, unlike that idealized automated future, it does not replace work so people can focus on creativity. It replaces creativity so people can focus on work. It's the opposite of what we want, in addition to all the issues I just said. But yeah, if Lan asks Mega Man, why does it rain? Mega Man is either going to give him a scientific breakdown of the water cycle, or he's going to say, gee, Lan, I don't know. You should probably ask your teacher. You know, sensible answers. If you ask ChatGPT why it rains, it might give you the correct answer, or it might pull from someone's joke online where they say that it's angels jizzing. And then it would tell you that. And then some stupid fucking kid who doesn't know about the water cycle will then believe what ChatGPT told him, and he'll go telling other people that it's angels jizzing. They'll tell him, no, you're fucking stupid and wrong. And he's like, no, you idiot. ChatGPT, my best friend, told me. I recently heard my roommates say that they were going to train themselves to prepare for courtroom proceedings to try and get custody of their kid by using ChatGPT. And I don't see that preparing them very well. I'll just say that. So good luck to them. But yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Anyway. And I was like, for real? Whoa, no way. Man, yesterday our home oven started spitting fire. He started rapping. Man, you heard about the World 3's plan to control the net, yeah? Talk about scary. I mean, what are we supposed to do? I've been waiting for you, Lan. I challenge you to a net battle. Your wimpy Mega Man against my Guts Man. By the way, I'm pretty sure Dex is voiced by the same guy that did Eddie from Edda and Eddie in NT Warrior, which is very funny. I heard that. Net battling isn't allowed, you know. Aw, stuff it. You sure got a big mouth for such a shrimp. We're not bothering anyone, are we, Lan? Well, I guess. Shrimp? That's no way to talk to a lady. Aw, man, class is starting. After class, Lan, be there. Let's begin class, shall we? First period is virus busting. Who's read Net News? I did. It said World 3 net crime was on the rise. Very good, and extra marks for checking your net news. Of course, you should know too, Lan. It's important that we all know how to fight viruses. Ha! I'd like to see a World 3 virus take on me and Guts Man. Dex and his silly little Guts Man. What'd you say? Relax. Why would the World 3 bother with you anyway, Dex? Why you, Lan? Quiet in the class. Today we'll be using the common virus called Metul. Metar, Metul, Metul. It's the same little hardhead guys from Mega Man 1. They will never not be in this franchise. Jack in your PET so your NetNavi can access the net. Lan, she said to jack in. Press R1. Yeah. It looks like everyone's Navi is online. Okay, so this is Miss Mari's generic Navi. You can see a bunch of the generic Navis in the class as well, and you can very clearly tell which ones are custom Navis. Okay, I'm releasing the Metul data now. Everyone ready? Okay, let's have a demonstration on how to delete viruses. Welcome to whoever joined. I am playing an actual good Mega Man game, finally. So, I will be less disgusted and angry in this stream. When fighting, you must first send chip data to your Navi. You choose the chips to send in this window. Chip icons are shown at the bottom of the setup window. From here, you choose which chips you want to send to the Navi. This shows the chip data you have selected. It shows the attack rating. This is the virus's hit points, or HP. It shows how tough this virus is. You can normally only send one chip at a time, but you can send multiple copies of the same chip, such as 2 or 3 cannons. This will let you use more weapons and fight much better. Okay, now we'll choose which chip data to send to the Navi. Select with X. Press R1 to see an explanation of a chip. You chose a cannon, I see. That means you can choose one more cannon. Okay, let's send this data to your Navi. Choose OK. You've sent the data. Now it's time to fight the virus. Now I'll explain how to fight as we actually do so. You can move your Navi up, down, left, and right. Shoot with circle. It's weak but fast. Your HP are shown at the top left. If you go down to 0 HP, your Navi is deleted, so be careful. Above your Navi's head is the chip data you sent. You can only use it once, so be careful. And that's the basic battle technique. Easy, right? Miss Mari, what do you do if you've used up your chips and the virus still isn't dead? That's a good question. Everyone look here. This is your battle gauge. It slowly fills as you fight. When it's full, press L1 or R1. You can then go to the battle setup screen and choose new chips to send. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. Good job. Let's go on to the next lesson. Okay, now I'll tell you about support chips. Not all chips are weapons. By the way, this tutorial is going to happen in like every fucking Mega Man Battle Network game, so get used to it. Not all chips are weapons. For example, a steel chip will increase the area that your Navi is able to move around in. I guess I should specify though. It's always going to be 3 lessons. The first lesson is always like, how to choose chips and how to use them. And then the second lesson is about support chips, so it's always like steel and then a sword. The third lesson differs between games because in these early ones I think it shows you how to use add, but in later ones it teaches you about the emotion window, which is a function they add to later Battle Network games. Since you need to get close for a sword, this would be a wise strategy. Miss Mari, I thought that we can only choose chip copies. Another good question. Look here, please. You see the letter? That's this chip's code. You can choose a different type of chip if it has the same code type. Please notice that steel and wide sword have the same code. They're both S. You can choose 2 chips at the same time now. They're shown here in the order that you chose them. This will help you plan your strategy. Okay, let's try that. Choose steel and wide sword in order. Okay, next choose the wide sword. Okay, let's send this data to the Navi. Choose OK. Send the data to the Navi. Time to try out our strategy. Okay, let's review that strategy. First you'll use X to use steel. Then the virus's area will shrink right, and you will have more room to move around. Move into the area that you took and use the sword. This is a powerful strategy. However, be careful of the virus's attack when close. Good luck, everyone. Steel. And wide sword. Oh. I forgot I had Max Buster on. Holy shit, that did way more damage than I was planning on doing. Wow. Okay, that's really going to trivialize this. But honestly, that's probably good, because I'm going to have to spend so much time exploring. Because this game does not make some of the levels very friendly. So I'm going to be getting attacked. Like, there's no repels, like in Pokemon. So that's just going to save me a lot of time. So I'll leave it on. But I'll bear that in mind now that I can one-shot a metal with my Buster. Holy shit. Which means it's at least as strong as a cannon, if not more. Okay, good job. Let's go on to the next lesson. For our final lesson, we'll talk about chip adding. By using chip adding, you can increase the number of chips that you can use to make combinations for improved strategies. Look at the screen. See the add button at the bottom right? If you select this button without choosing any chips, you will have to fight for 1 turn without chips, but on your next turn, you'll be able to select from 10. Do this twice and you'll have 15 chips to choose from. This should surely give you all the strategies you need. Okay, a pop quiz. For this test, you will need to use all the techniques I've just taught you and delete a virus. Good luck. Steel, that'll trap those two. Sword, whoa, fuck, okay, sword. I will not bust this guy with Mega Buster Shot. I will instead fill myself back up full and cannon. Played it nice and fair there. Good job. That's all for today's class. After class. Phew. Wow, today just flew by, huh? Let's go home. Okay. I think I probably... Look, I'll save right now. I'll try fighting Gutsman with Max Buster on, and if it trivializes it too much, I might just load and turn it off. Well, you got saved by the bell, but now it's time to fight. My Gutsman rocks. I got the latest version yesterday. Let's do it. That's the spirit. Don't be a crybaby if you lose here. Let me see how much damage it does. Let's see. It does 100 damage. It really does trivialize the fight. Jesus. 100 damage per shot. Is that too much? You just got lucky. Today doesn't count, okay? I'll say this. I will definitely turn it off in later games. But this first game, oh my god, another person giving up a shift at my workplace, Jesus. In later games where I really want to experience the game properly, I will turn it off. But this one, I've tried playing Battle Network 1 multiple times, and I get burnt out on it every time. Because it's just not as polished as the later Battle Network games, which makes sense, right? Like, of course you improve upon a game's design on multiple iterations of it, but like, it's missing that special sauce in this one. So I will keep Max Buster on for now. Man, you've got mail. And this is Dad. I've made a power-up program for Mega Man. It's a little big to send by mail, but don't worry, I'll bring it home soon. You and Mega Man make a great team. Keep it up, Dad. Yes, don't forget that whenever you're in a pinch, you can press PET's L1 to talk to Mega Man. I forgot to mention something in class today. Chips don't run out when you use them, so use what you need. Also, press PET's R1 to call your NetNavi in the net. This useful trick is called jacking out. Sorry for forgetting, and see you in class tomorrow. Pardon me, laddie. Would you please ask me where we are? Okay, where are we? This is AC/DC Town, Den City. See, I'm not senile yet. There are a lot of places you can jack in. Maybe here. Jack in. Nope. I'm organizing my chip folder. I wonder if it's better to use a lot of same-coded chips. But I don't feel safe without some recovery chips, too. Yeah, I do like this. You can walk, or if you run, you actually roller skate, because Lan's constantly wearing roller skates. Which, how does he walk? Guy sure does have a big house. So you want to know about PTs, huh? Oh, so you're interested in me. So you're more interested in me, huh? I'm still only 8 years old. I skipped a grade. Wait. 8, wouldn't you have skipped 2 grades to be in 5th grade? My family has some money, and I know a lot about PETs. I'm not very good at gym class, though. I figured. Also, even though you're like 2 years younger, you're so small. Yesterday, my stove caught on fire. I thought the whole house was going to burn down. I came to play with Mail, but she's not home. You're so lucky to live next door to her. Mail still isn't home yet. No one is home. Well, fucking car. I forgot that they appear in this game. The streets are always deserted in later games. The new Metroline station is almost finished. The Metroline is the subway for Dead City. Entrance to what will be the new subway station. Looks like Dex still isn't home. Let's come back later. You can only keep 30 chips in your folder. 5 chips that appear in the custom screen are random. The data library is a reference of all the chips you know. You can use it to review any chip you've found so far. I wonder where would be a good place to hide. Good place to build a fort. Also makes me want to go for a slide. It feels so nice to skip work and rest in the park. Hard to believe that World 3 is plotting out there somewhere. Statue of a squirrel, how cute. Ready or not, here I come. Well, you better find a fucking hiding spot. Security system designed to look like a doghouse. It will alert you of any intruders in the house. Looks like you can jack in here. Jack in. Megaman.exe transmit. That shit does not roll off the tongue. Later on, the phrase becomes Jack in, Megaman execute. Just looking to see how you gain data. There are many other objects that you can jack into. Please try out any object that looks suspicious. Not that I need to do it this way, but... I'm realizing this will also make grinding way more quick. I'm a doghouse-type security system program. We found that just the presence of a doghouse reduces the chances of a burglary. I'm almost like the watchdog for this home. Wow, that's crazy that I got Sonic Wave before Shockwave. So, in this game, there are chips that are part of like the same family, and they're at different tiers. That was a Metal 2 that I just fought. That's why he was red instead of yellow. Metal 1 is weaker than Metal 2. Metal 1 has, I believe, 40 HP, while Metal 2 has 60. And sometimes Metal 1s will drop Shockwave. Well, I just got Sonowave, which is a better version. I will get rid of another recovery 10. Is there no data in this place? Oh, there is. Last place I looked. Shotgun K. Sure, I'll swap out the shotgun. Oh, yeah. Man, welcome home. A man from Net Safety is checking our home control panel. Heard, right? About the ovens exploding? That's the accident Mail was talking about this morning. A Hello. We think a virus might be responsible for the accidents. We're checking every room's control panel just to be safe. I'm glad it didn't happen to us. Lan, go to your room so you won't get in the way. Let's get on the net. You're in the way. Why don't you go play in your room? I'll call you when I've made you a snack. If we just do this and this. So, this is Mr. Match. This is our first time meeting him. He will be a long recurring. Currently he's a villain, but I think generally he's like an anti-villain. Your PC. If you jack in here, you can send Mega Man into the net. Let's go play on the net. Jack in megaman.exe transmit. This is the inside of your computer. From here you can access the net and other terminals. You can jack out at any time by pressing R1. Welcome to the internet. There's Glide. Oh, Mega Man. My name is Glide. I'm Lan's classmate Yai's NetNavi. One of Yai's programs has gotten lost. I'm pretty sure that it's somewhere in the net around here. I have some pressing chores to do and must return now. Mega Man, if you happen to find our program, could you please come by our network? Here, please take this. Mega Man got @Yai. If you use that at the proper place on the net, you'll be able to access Yai's portrait now. I'll be there. Oh, and if you could keep this matter to yourself, thank you. Alright, check out Sonic Wave in action. Hey, there's Shockwave. But yeah, I'll go ahead and add. Yeah, look at that here. Okay. It's a different address. Okay. Nothing there. So now we'll go this way. Ooh, that was an S. Later games will specifically show you when you get a double delete, which is what I just did. Even triple deletes are an option. World 3 pin needed to unlock. All others be gone. World 3 pin, huh? Mega Man, let's deal with that later. It does seem a little strange that you can access the World 3's network from like this incredibly basic area of the internet. Because like, it seems like official net battlers should go here. But who am I? Just a smarter person than most of them. Oh, I got Shockwave C as well. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll get rid of one of these shotguns. Now, in this game, I believe your health refills between battles. Hey, that's at Yai. Found it. Bookmarked Yai's portrait. You can now freely enter here. Okay, cool. Mega Man got 500 zennies. And this is a merchant. Yes. I will take HP memory. Power will be useful later. Cannon C for 3,000 zenny is ridiculous. Like, when it's only 2,000 to get recovery 50 and hammer, spreader is only 1,000. Wide sword, jeez, yeah. So now my HP is up to 120. Yeah. So, a really interesting method to dodging their attacks. They shoot that cursor forward, but that's not the actual attack. That's a lock-on. Once the cursor goes over top of Mega Man, after like a second, like split second or whatever, it fires, but it only fires on the tile where the lock-on hit Mega Man. So you can get hit by that and then just move like forward or backward, even along the same column, and not get hit, which doesn't make a lot of sense. You would imagine the projectile would like shoot along that path, so even if you move forward, you should still get hit, but you don't. Couldn't tell you why it works that way, but it just does. Wah, I can't find my way home. Glide, come find me. Wah. Man, this must be the lost program. You're right, Mega Man, go tell Glide. He's in Yai's portrait network, right? Okay. I will not do this right now, but yeah, he would base does 200 damage to like every enemy square. He would completely wipe them out. I don't have Shockwave C. I do, right? I do. I might end this stream fighting Fireman. Oh, I can turn Buster Max off in the middle. I thought I would have to like stop playing. Yeah, sure. I'll play fair for a little bit. All right, check this out. This is gonna be so sexy. Wah! Hell yeah. I got dash. I'll only turn Buster Max on when I'm really getting sick and tired of exploring an area. Ah, you found our program. Where is it? Okay, got it. Thank you. Please take this as a reward. Eggman got a chip for Spreader Eye. Hey, cool. Lan, let's go see if Mom finished making us a snack. Mom. Mega Man. Well, actually, no. Let me finish looking at the Portrait Network here real quick. Which is an annoying spiral. Yeah, why is your network like this? Alright, here we go. Good shot! Oh, fuck. And now my Buster only does 1 damage and I can't charge it. So. Alright. Well, this is what I asked for it to be more fair. This is more like how the early game actually goes. Alright. Alright. Some mystery data. Ooh, recovery 30 minutes. I will happily trade out a recovery 10 for that. Okay. Only one more layer to this. Oh yeah, check us out. Dash! God, it's so nice. It's so nice to be playing a game that's actually fun in this franchise. Uh, if only they could all be this good. So many Canon A's. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to go out this final portal, because I believe that's the exit back to Yai's home, which I did not jack in from. Ah. I could add, but I actually kind of hate using the add function, to be honest with you. It just never feels worth it. Because it's like you can use your turn to use one shitty chip or one singular chip, right? Or you can add to get a better thing next turn. But you still then have to play an entire turn with no chips, which is even worse than having only one chip. And then you might get a bunch of chips that don't have the same type or code, so you still can't do a better combo. So it's like, and then it's like, okay, well then do I spend another turn adding to get 15 chips? Because then you could get 15 chips that all don't match with each other. And it's like, because the way I play the game, I like having a variety of chips. Unless I specifically have a Program Advance set up in my folder, I like to have a bunch of different kinds of chips, right? So, I'll say at that point in the game, adding becomes practically useless. And I just waste 2 turns to have a selection of 15 chips, of which I could only use 1 or 2. And it's just still not helpful. Actually, okay. Yeah, thought so. Okay, well, I had to check. And I grinded out a little bit more money. Eek! That's your mom. Or, that's your mom. What could be wrong? Let's go. Lan, I was trying to make hotcakes and look. What should we do? Huh? But it was just repaired. The repairman said it was fixed, but it's on fire. Mega Man, let's check in. Maybe it's a bug or a virus or something. Leave it to me. Jack in, megaman.exe, transmit. Mega Man? Yeah, the oven program's here, but something's wrong. Be careful. If a virus comes out, I'll send chip data. Roger that. You can't see the viruses, they just suddenly attack. Be careful. The program that's controlling the viruses is somewhere in the oven control area. It's creating fire. If you delete him, it should stop the fire. The oven control area is somewhere deep inside. Help us. The oven has been taken over by a virus. Who are we? We're the oven control programs. No, we're not viruses. Because of the heat, the oven network is broken up. You can maybe put it out if you get the ice block from the thawing section of the network. Shotgun. It's burning brightly. I can't get through it. Uh-oh, you were right, Lan, it's a virus. The data signature is the World 3's for sure, and it's tough. It's just like Mail was saying. Let's go, Mega Man. Battle routine, set, execute. That's a thing they normally say before a boss fight, and yet for some reason they choose to say it before a basic battle. And done. This is the center of the oven network. We're being deleted. Okay, in later games, purple mystery data will be locked, and you can't just walk up and grab it. I don't know why this is purple in this game. Because the normal mystery data color types. Blue is a set mystery data that is planned to be in that area. It will always be there. And you grab it, and then it disappears, and you take it, right? Green are random ones that just pop up in random spots from time to time. And what they hold inside will also be random. Blue will always be the same thing. Green will be like random low-level drops, and then purple ones, like blue, will always be preset. They're supposed to be there, but they're specifically locked. And you need like an unlocker sub-program or whatever to get into them. Blue ones often have things like HP up or memory up or stuff like that. Really super useful power-ups. Or they just have like good chips. Green ones are usually like Zenny or some like normal chips. Purple ones are usually like really good shit. We have almost no antivirus features. We're hoping that you can delete the viruses. Beep. Why are you beeping at me, bro? Check this shit out. Okay, well, I kind of fucked up a little bit here. There we go. That was supposed to be a lot faster, but I wasn't sure who was going to attack first, and I made the wrong choice. Sword B. This is the thawing section. If you use this ice block, you can extinguish 7 fires. Please try again to the oven control area. Then please delete the master virus to fix the oven. Examine a fire to use the ice block. If you use up the ice block, please come back for another. However, it will take time to recompile, so the fires that you extinguish will return. Good luck. Eek. Mega Man, what's wrong? Mega Man! Ha ha ha. Who's there? Don't bother calling me Navi. He just went boom. You're the panel repairman. Ha, that was just a disguise. I work for the World 3, silly kid. So all the other oven explosions. You're pretty smart. Me and my Navi do good work, huh? Sorry, but you gotta join your Navi. You can't escape. Man, where's Mega Man? You can't contact him? Mega Man isn't responding. We have to put out those flames. What can we use? I know. Quick, the toolbox upstairs. Here it is. Water gun. Okay, let's go. It's a strong-ass water gun he's got. Thank heavens the fire's gotten a little better now. Mega Man, answer me, Mega Man. Mega Man, answer me. Lan? You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Thanks, Lan. I got a lot on my hands here. Hurry up, Mega Man. Roger. I do not know where I'm going. I think this might be the part where I go ahead and turn Buster Max back on, because I don't want to spend forever trying to figure out where I'm going. Ooh. Steal A, I guess. Sure. Wait, did I talk to you? There's no response. The program is no longer functioning. He fucking died, bro. Okay. I went down this way, so... Also, even though I took out both of those guys with the same attack, that does not count as a double delete. Because you have to actually take them out at, like, for real the same time. Which, again, I understand that this game doesn't, like, quantify double deletes yet, but, like, 200 zennies. This teleport will take you to the oven control area. Be careful. But, like, it does still grade you based on that stuff. Shotgun Q. Okay, whatever. Hang on. I'm going to save now. Because I do not want to go all the way back there. Hold on. Head is the oven control section. Hey, I did it. Wow, really? Literally right before. Okay. I knew how that guy worked already. Oh, sweet, I got Fire Tower. Just in time to be useless against Fireman. not useless. There's not like a resistance thing. It's not like Pokemon where like flying does half damage against rock or anything. Fire does normal damage against a Fire Navi, and Wood even does normal damage against a Fire Navi. It's just that Aqua would do double damage. Here we go, first boss. And who are you? You're a World 3 Net Navi, aren't you? Your mischief ends here. I keep forgetting to like use a little bit more of like a surfery kind of voice for Mega Man. Haha, so you're the Navi for this house. You think your kid operator can beat me in Mr. Match? Guess we'll just have to fight you and find out. Lan, get our chips ready. Okay. Haha. By the way, he's supposed to be Scottish, so I'm putting a slight Scottish tilt to it, but I can't really do a very good Scottish accent, so I'm not too deep into it. You made it this far, but now it's war. Like Fireman says. Oh god, 2001. Like Fireman says, we're strong, kiddo. Fireman, let's burn. Whoa. Mega Man, these guys mean business. Give it your best. You too, Lan. No getting scared, okay? With me? No way. Battle program set. Execute. Make a fair fight. Wait. There. Aha. I've taken the lead in HP. Almost got him. Time for the finishing blow. Hell yeah. How can a kid and his puny Navi defeat Fireman? At least I finished my mission. What do you mean? Ha, this is just the first step in the World 3's plan. What? Ah, that's right. I found the program we need for our plan, inside the oven in your house. I probably shouldn't have told you that. But who cares? Soon war will start, and you'll all be dead. See ya. Wait, program? War? What's he talking about? Food. Well, I'm glad the house didn't catch fire. Thank you, Lan. Hey, Lan, great work back there. Yeah, you too, Mega Man. You're worried, aren't you? About the World 3? Yeah. There's just so much that I don't understand. Well, it was only the first time we fought them. But they'll never control the net. Not if I can help it. But Mega Man, what can we do? We don't even know where they will strike next. We'll wait and get them when they come. Come on, man. Okay, but first... Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? You're hungry at a time like this? Yeah, fucking, what are you planning on doing, Mega Man? You just said you have to wait for them to strike again. So what, he's just supposed to starve himself until then? Oh, come on, just a little bite. Bite. Your snack? It's there in the oven. They were turning out so well, and now they're all burnt. I've gotten tired from all this excitement. Why don't you go out and play? Come back and rest later on. Okay, well, save the game, and I think I'm probably gonna call it there for today. I already did 2.5 hours of Mega Man X6, and it's been almost another 2 hours for Battle Network. Um, I wasn't planning to get far today. This was just to start things off. Um, but I'm glad. Glad to be back at Battle Network. Um, it's been rough. There's now been 5 Mega Man games I've refused to beat, and I've been quite down on the franchise. Um, I think I think Capcom can sometimes churn out really good action platformers, but more often than not, they cannot. At least not with the time frame they give their developers. With the game design philosophy being to just make things hard and frustrating as shit to draw out the game as long as possible. Again, that was what the game design philosophy had to be back in the 80s. So I don't really blame Mega Man 1 and 2 and those early ones so much. All of the 6 classic NES ones, I kind of give some grace there. When they jumped to the Super Nintendo and made Mega Man X, they showed that they could do better. So during that time, and especially by the time they started doing the PS1 games, they should have been better. And yet they kept using the same game design philosophy that they did for the NES. And their games just kept getting shittier and shittier. And they then focused on trying to fix problems where there were no problems, instead of addressing the actual problems. Do people want us to stop making really cheap instant kills and swarming the field with really annoying to hit enemies and making it so that you can't aim at them effectively? No. Clearly what they need is Aelia chirping in their ear every 5 seconds, telling them that falling in a hole kills you, or that lava hurts. That will make them happy. Rough stretch of time. But then they were like, let's try something new. Let's try a turn-based RPG game with like hard battle mechanics, but still an aspect of like action gameplay. We'll make it a grid-based combat. We'll make a new timeline that focuses on computer programs instead of robots, which allows for even more non-humanoid type designs. It's the early 2000s. We'll make it a little bit more edgy than the incredibly soft classic Mega Man style. Like, Mega Man X got a little bit more edgy, but in kind of dumb-looking ways sometimes. Zero's stupid green jewel nipples, stuff like that. But they fucking cooked. They cooked with these games. Even this one. The first time I played Battle Network 1 was years ago when I was first considering playing through all the Battle Network games. Because for posterity, I played Battle Network 3 Blue version, then I played Battle Network 5 Double Team DS, and then I played an emulated version of Battle Network 6 Gregar version on my computer. And that was all that I had initially played. And then years later, I was like, I never played 1, 2, or 4. Let's fix that. I'll play all of the games. And I started by trying to emulate Battle Network 1. And compared to the other ones, it was a slog, and I couldn't get through it. And even when I first bought the Battle Network Legacy Collection, I was like, okay, this time I will play through all these games. And I, again, started playing Battle Network 1, and it's a slog, and I didn't get through it. But now, holy shit, after playing the classic games up to 8, after playing the X games up to X6, this feels like a fucking masterpiece. I'm sure I will like start to slow down on it again once I have to do a lot more of the exploration, especially the waterworks. The waterworks is always like the part that makes me kind of sick playing this game. But I'm not slowing myself down by consulting a walkthrough telling me how to get every single power up and fight every optional boss. I won't do that. I'll just play the goddamn game. And yeah. And next time I will spend more time playing the game. I think I will. I did save, right? Let me double check that I saved.
Phew, you must be tired. Why don't you take a quick break?
Yeah, like let's close it out with one more word of wisdom from Mega Man.
So, been getting into any new hobbies lately?
I guess playing these games.
That's pretty cool. You think I could do it too?
I mean, you are by virtue of being Mega Man, right? So, okay, and that'll do it for today. So, to my one silent viewer, thank you for joining. Appreciate you being here, even if it's just lurking. And anybody watching the recorded version of this back, I hope you're enjoying that I'm in a better mood. Because holy fuck did I need this. Those X games are just not it. Alright. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.